So evaluate where the major sources and uses of cash flow are between operating, investing and financing. So once you have analyzed that where is cash coming from or being used, is it operating, investing and financing, then next question to answer is that within this operating cash flow, where exactly is cash coming from? So when we talk about operating cash flows, there are two components that contribute to cash. One is your income. So if you generate income, that will translate into operating cash flow, and the other is your changes in working capital. So again, you will need to see that where is this operating cash flow coming from. If it is coming from income, if the company has been able to transfer or translate its income into operating cash flow, then that is a positive sign or that is sustainable. If this operating cash flow is coming from changes in working capital, then that is unsustainable. क्यों? क्योंकि एक साल में तो आप अपने current assets में भी decrease कर लेंगे, but then in later year it will again increase. So you need to see that where is actually this inflow coming from. And similarly within cash flow from investment, you will need to see where is it being used. Is it being used in capex or is it being used in some other places? Or in cash flow from financing, again you will need to see that where is cash being used. Is it being used in dividends? Is it being used in repaying loans, or is it being used in, is it being coming in through borrowing? So once you have analyzed the broader components, then you will need to go into detail and find out that which item is actually causing the change in that particular component, and you will need to see whether that change is sustainable or not, or whether the company will sustain that change in future or not. So key questions to answer are: what are the major sources of cash flow, and is operating cash flow positive and sufficient to cover capital expenditure? If operating cash flow is not sufficient to cover capital expenditure, that means the company will have to borrow money from the market. That means in future interest rate cost can go up. So you should compare your operating cash flow with the capital expenditure. Then you evaluate primary determinants of operating cash flow, that where is cash coming from within operating cash flow, how does it relate, how does it how does it relate to net income? Is it higher or lower than net income? And if it is higher or lower than net income, then what are the reasons? Because in general it should be similar to net income. If there is large variance, or if the variance is expanding or increasing, then you need to find out the reason, that why is the company not being able to convert its income into cash. और अगर ये difference बढ़ता चला जाता है, that means that maybe company is recording some kind of income which cannot be converted into cash, or maybe company is using some kind of fictitious income that cannot be converted into cash. So relationship between net income and operating cash flow, or operating income and operating cash flow, is important. How consistent are operating cash flows? So these are the questions to answer when you are evaluating the primary determinants of operating cash flow. In primary determinants of investing cash flow, key questions are: that is company making capex, and if it is making capex, how is it funding the capex? Is it funding the capex through cash flow from operation, or is it funding the capex through borrowing? If it is funding the capex through cash flow from operations, that means company does not need to borrow additional debt, which means interest cost will not increase. But if the company does not have sufficient operating cash flow, it will need to borrow money to fund its capital expenditure requirements, and when it borrows money, risk associated with the company increases, and also the interest cost increases. So if cash flow from operation is not enough to meet the capex need, then company will have to borrow money, and borrowing money would lead to increase in risk and increase in interest cost, or impact future profitability. Secondly, you need to see whether this capex is a recurring capex, or is it an additional capex to fund growth. If it is a recurring capex means the capex required to sustain the company's operations. That is, for example, आपके जो asset पुराने हो रहे हैं, आप उनको replace कर रहे हैं with new assets, or some maintenance required in the or some new machinery is required to continue the operations. When we talk about recurring capex should be funded through operating cash flows. If operating cash flows are not enough to even fund recurring capex, then there is a problem with the company. That means even to continue operations, company will have to borrow money from outside, which is a problem. That is, company को business करने के लिए भी पैसे borrow करने पड़ रहे हैं. If it is additional capex, then it can be funded through OCF, or if OCFs are not enough and if it is being funded through borrowing, then that is also fine. Why? Because you know that company is borrowing today, but in future there will be growth against it, or when growth comes in, company's profits or sales will go up or increase. So you need to check whether this additional capex will lead to growth or not, and how much growth will come in from this additional capex. So when analyzing the capex, you will see whether the capex is of recurring nature or is it an additional capex, and secondly, how is it being funded? Is it being funded through OCF or is it being funded through financing or borrowing? In financing cash flow, majorly there is either raising of capital raising, or there is payment of liabilities, or payment of loans or dividends. So in financing cash flow, key focus will be on that whether the company is raising capital or is it paying back loan, and if it is raising capital, where is capital coming from? Is it coming from equity or is it coming from borrowing or cash? And if it is making an outflow, is it going into loan or is it going into dividend or cash return to the shareholders? If there is an outflow and that is going to payment of loan or as dividends to shareholders, then that is not a problem, or that is a positive sign. But if there is an inflow, that is company is borrowing money from outside, then that is a sign of problem or a warning sign. So key items, the first question to answer is where is cash coming from and where is it being used? Is it OCF? Is it cash flow from investment, or is it cash flow from financing activities? And second question to answer is that within these components, what is actually driving cash? In OCF, whether is it net income or is it working capital changes? In cash flow from investments, is it recurring capex or is it additional capex, and what will be the impact of this capex on the company's financial statements in future? And in cash flow from financing, is it loan related or equity related? So these are the key, or the summary of areas that you need to look at, or that you need to analyze. So moving on to an example, here is a small cash flow statement or a summary of cash flow statement. So you need to tell the sources and uses of cash. So if you look into it, where is cash primarily coming from? Cash is primarily coming from operating activities in both the years, 2008 and 2009. So that means, which is a positive sign, that means company's cash flow statement is showing strength. And where is the cash being used? Cash is primarily being used in financing activities and investing in 2008, and financing activities in 2009. So overall net cash flow is very small, 43 and 53. So this may be a concern for some readers or some analysts, that why is cash so small, but this should not be a concern for any analyst. Why? Because you know that this small cash flow is due to repayment of loans, or due to some outflows in the financing activities. That means either you have repaid loans or you have paid dividends, due to which your cash is small. So that means cash is coming in from right source, cash is being used into right source. So overall there does not seem to be any problem with the company's cash flow seems strong. Even though its net cash flow is small, even then overall cash flow statement looks strong. Because net cash flow is not important. What is important is, more important thing is that where is cash coming from and where is it being used. So major source of cash flow is operating cash flow. How? More than 90% of total inflows is operating cash flow. So you can sum up inflows and you can find out what percentage of the total inflows is operating cash flow. That is about 90%. In 2008, OCF were more than sufficient to meet investment needs. Another key point to check it, whether OCF is sufficient to meet the capital expenditure or not. So if we look into it, in 2008 there was capex, but OCF was sufficient to meet that capex. That is, no additional borrowing was required. That again shows strength. In 2009, investing activities provided some cash flow. Major use of cash in both the years was to repay loans and pay dividends. Why? Because major use is in financing activities, which again is a positive sign. Although net increase in cash is low, it is not a reason to be worried because cash is being used to pay off liabilities. So net cash is low because cash is being used to pay off liabilities, and paying off liabilities is a sign of strength. So that again is not a problem. Overall, the cash flows seem good. So this is how you will analyze the components of cash flow statement. That is broadly where is cash coming from and where is cash being used.